Here's a little follow-up to my first video on the Menards F3 locomotive, the beta units that have come out. I follow the comments a lot on the forums, and there is a lot of chatter about it, and people tend to run in kind of two groups of people. There are many of us like myself who are pretty excited to see a potentially moderate price locomotive coming to the market, and we can accept some of the problems that go with it. Again, this is being as these are beta units, a lot of the things that have been discussed will probably be resolved before they actually go into production. You know, maybe not all of them, but most of them. The other group of people are some that, at least in my mind, are a little bit unrealistic, because I believe the lower end is going to be the target for Menards with these engines, and they are complaining about why doesn't it, why don't they have Lion Chief in them, Lion Chief Plus or TMCC and all of these other things, which are nice, but you'd have to pay a license fee to Lionel. They're not going to give it away. So those types of things add to the cost. So anyway, that's just a little bit of my commentary on that part. Most of the comments on these things are very favorable. The things that I've learned in fact, it's 1 week ago today that these engines were released, and there's been a lot of chatter about them. Anyway, something else that I found, we did find out the other day, some of the other people took the time to open one up even deeper than I did in my earlier video, and that is you have a brass drive gear attached to the motor, and all of the rest of the gears are Delrin. Delrin is good stuff. We'll just have to see how durable it is. Delrin is a kind of like a nylon, just a higher grade, better wear components than the nylon. Other than that, there's not much new to add. What I'm going to show you is, as I mentioned in my earlier video, was I thought I would do some painting on the frame, the truck frames, and the pilot, which I did. And excuse me a second. And so while I had the shell off for the prior video, I dusted lightly the trucks and the pilot and the couplers. Didn't want to do it too heavy because I don't want paint dripping down into the coupler and gumming up the works and stuff. I just wanted to take the shine off of it. Tamiya makes some of the best model paints out there. They spray nice and thin and light, and they dry really fast if you're an impatient bugger like I am, and want to start putting things together right away. So it's really good stuff, and the particular one I used is TS30 Silver Leaf, right there, which is seemed to be a pretty good match for the body shell. So now what I'm going to show you, I will show you a picture of it after I've painted it and put it together so you can get an idea of what it looks like. I'm going to show you a couple of short videos, because the video I took showed my prior video is with everything apart, and it's really going through a kind of a piece-by-piece analysis. This one here, I took the train out and set it up on a table in the backyard. My layout's a mess. I can't really run anything. So I set it up on a table out in the backyard, and we just let it run. I had a buddy over here, and we both played around with it. We're both impressed with it. We did try the Lionel Universal remote. you know, just to see if there was some chance that it would work with it, which it doesn't. You'll see that laying on the table out the orange remote, and it doesn't work. Anyway, we let it run. It's 95 degrees outside on my patio, and it ran, and it ran, and it ran, and it ran, and then it was finally time just to shut it off, and everything was running fine. The cars I towed behind it were some MTH Santa Fe Blue Goose passenger cars. These are kind of a medium weight car. They're not real lightweight, and they're not ungodly heavy. But 6 of them, so it was pulling a pretty good load. My patio is not the levelest thing in the world, so it doesn't show in the video, but it actually is going up and down some. You know, it does have a slight 1.5 inch incline over the width of the layout. And it did not seem to alter the speed of the locomotive. Almost like it had cruise control, but I think we know it doesn't. It just, the slight incline just didn't seem to bother it at all. So anyway, I'm going to show you a couple of videos. They're real short, pulling a load. And then the second video will be even shorter, and it's after the sun started to set. And it gives you an idea about how strong the headlight is. As it goes around a corner, you'll see the headlight shining on the patio roof pillar. So anyway, just a little more information we're adding, and I hope you enjoy what I've put out there for you, and I hope it helps you decide whether or not you like what's coming from Menards. It'll be great to see these things come out in other road names, and with a few of the quirks taken care of. So have a good time, enjoy, see you some other time.
Moving from track 5 to track 1. Track 1 left is green. First green. Cars are rolling through 2 or 3. 39:45 east, you are clear of the yard, and you have the main track to mile marker 243. Dispatcher, 39:45 east, confirmed, mile 243.